Hello viewers, hope all of you are fine. Welcome to my channel Life's Calculations. Again on the topic of arithmetic progression only. I told you in the previous videos that the first thing I told you was about the meaning of first term, the common difference. Then I told you the formula of the general term, right? Now I have come up very two important formulae related to this topic, and definitely only one there will be one sum based upon this formula in the exams. Make sure you don't miss this miss this formula, okay? And all the questions based upon this formula, right? Because definitely one question is going to be there in the exam based upon this formula. Remember always, first thing is sum of n terms of an AP. Okay, what is the meaning of sum of n terms? First of all, suppose I keep on writing the AP. Suppose I write 2, 5, like this, and I write total 100 terms. Suppose this is an AP and there are total 100 terms. Okay, and the question is find the sum of all those 100 terms which start from 2 and which has got a common difference of 3. Okay, now one idea is to keep on adding all these terms, but that is not feasible, right? So what should be done is apply the formula to find the sum of those n terms, any number of terms in an AP. What is that formula? Now let us see. The formula says sum of n terms of an AP. It is specifically for AP only. If the progression or if the sequence is not an AP, we cannot apply this formula. Remember always, right? Now the sum of n terms of an AP is S is equal to n by 2. See, n by 2. N is the number of terms. Big bracket starts 2a. 2a means 2 multiplied by the first term plus n minus 1 into d. N minus 1 into d, and the bracket closes. Check the formula again. S is equal to n by 2. Bracket starts 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, and if you remember properly the formula of the general term, some portion of this formula is matching with the formula of the general term also. Okay, but don't get confused. The formula of general term, if I write the formula of general term is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, this is the formula of general term. But now I have told you the formula of the sum. So a plus n minus 1 into d is matching somewhere. But with this a, there is 2a, and outside also there is n by 2. So formulae are almost with a little difference only, but we have to be very carefully see this difference, okay, and don't get confused. So these are the two very important formulae related to AP. Then comes the next formula. Suppose by chance we are not knowing about the common difference, d is not there, but instead we know the last term of an AP. Here we were not knowing the last term, okay. Suppose we know the last term of an AP, then the last term is denoted by small l. Then in that case, using the last term also of that AP, we can find the sum of that those n terms of an AP. What is that formula? Let us see. Sum in that case using the last term will be n by 2 into simply a plus l. A plus L, how to define? Sum of first term and the last term, and outside is n by 2, which was same like here also n by 2 and n by 2 only, right? So these are the two important formulae. Depending upon the question, depending upon the requirement, we will see which formula to use when, right? So hope this is clear. Now I will tell you the application of these two formulae, right? Now students, I have taken up one question for you that is from exercise 10C concise mathematics of your class 10th ICSE board, right? Question number 1 says find the sum of 22 terms of an AP. What is the number of terms? Number of terms is total 22 terms are there, right? And the given AP is 8, 3, minus 2 and so on. Okay, now last term is not known, so we will not apply the second formula. We will apply simply here the first formula. Let us start with the answer. So here we will start. This is the AP, so means A first term is equal to 8, right? Now how to check the common difference? I told you previously. Common difference will be A2 minus A. A2 is 3 and 3 minus 8. Common difference is 5, and just Without calculation, just check the next part also, whether this minus this will give you the same or not. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 3 will be minus 5 only. Otherwise, when it is said it is an AP, means it is understood that there will be common difference only, right? Now, A and D is there, and what do we need more? We need N. What is N here? N here is 22 terms. Now, we have got here A, we have got here D, we have got here N, and these are the only things which we need for finding the sum of n terms of an AP, right? Now, I will start the answer here. We know we will start, always write the formula clearly, right? And one more thing I want to tell you which will help you for the board exams is, when you use the symbol A, D and N, always write what is the meaning of these notations. This is also always very good point, okay, to achieve good marks in this board exams, right? So we will write here, let first term A is this, common difference D, and the number of terms N is equal to this, okay? Don't forget to do this. Now, then we know sum is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Clearly you have to write the formula like this. Now we will apply the this I will just to make the space free, I will write here direct, okay? So S, we will apply the values, n by 2, put the values, n means 22 by 2 into 2a, 2a means 2 into 8, plus bracket starts small bracket. Remember students, here we have got a big bracket, but here you have got a small bracket. Now plus n minus 1, n was 22, so 22 minus 1 into d I will put here as a minus 5, and the bracket closes. So properly each and every bracket plus and this minus, and because this d was minus sign, so that is why I have put there a bracket here. It is very much important, right? Now let us solve. S is equal to 22 by 2 means 11, okay? 2 8s are 16 plus 22 minus 1 is 21 and multiplied by minus 5, right? So simply S is equal to 11 into 16, and now plus minus minus, and to 21 into 5 will give me 105, okay? Now we have to write the sum here, okay? Sum will be 11 multiplied by 16 minus 105 will give you minus 89. Why minus 89? Because of this bigger number, right? So students, our next I am writing here, for the sum we have to multiply 11 with minus 89, okay? And if I multiply, I will get sum as a sign will be minus, remember sign will be minus, and the answer will be 979. So this is the total sum. This is the total sum. Using the formula of AP of the sum, we have got the total sum to be minus 979. It is the sum of the first 22 terms of this AP. AP was already given to us, and because A, D and N was known to us, we have used this formula, okay? So hope the answer is clear to you. This is the simple application of this formula. Now my dear students, I have taken up one more example, one more question again from the same exercise. This is question number 9, and it will help us to know how to use the second formula where we were to apply the last term of an AP, right? The question says the first and the last terms of an AP are 34 and 700, right? So first term is given and the last term is given to us, right? These are the two given things. If the common difference, see everything is given, common difference is also given to be 18. A is given, so means what is this? This is our A, this is our last term L, and this is D, right? A, L and D all are given to us. Now if this is so, how many terms are there? How many terms are there means what? We need to find what? We need to find N from there. How many terms are there? And what is their sum? How many terms are there and what is their sum? So two things, students. This is the best choice of the examiner for setting this question in the exam, because it will actually make use of so many formulae. It will help you in applying so many formulae of the chapter, and the teacher or the examiner will be able to check your full knowledge regarding this chapter. So I would term this as the best choice for the examiner. So don't miss such questions which make use of so many things related to a chapter in one. Now, what is their sum means we have to find S also. Okay, now what we are given, we are given a is equal to 34, we are given a last term 700, and we are given d is equal to 18. Okay, first of all, our first work is to find n from here, number of terms. Okay, so that number of terms will be found by making use of the last term. Last term will be taken as the nth term here. Okay, so what we will write, that we know an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. I am not still jumping to apply the formula of sum, because for sum we everywhere need small n number of terms, so we have to find that first. Okay, so an here is 700. Okay, what is the value of a? 34. N we have to find, and we will keep as it is, into d means 18. Right, so this is the thing. From here we need to find the value of n. Right, so 700 is equal to 34 plus 18n minus 18. I have simply opened this bracket, so that it is 700 is equal to 34 minus 18. Okay, I will write here as 16 plus 18n, then 700. This plus 16 will go other side, because we want to find this value of this n. So rest all the parts I will shift to other side. Okay, so that now 700 minus 16 will give me 684 is equal to 18n. So what will be n from here? N will be 684 divided by 18, right? And if I divide, the answer would be 38. So n is equal to 38 is the our first answer, that is the number of terms. Number of terms n is equal to 38. Now how to find the sum? Sum we know, because the last term is given, we can find the sum easily. S is equal to, we will write again, we know sum is equal to n by 2 into a plus l. Okay, so put the value of n was 38, just we got this, into a is 34 plus l means 700, right? So we will get from here S is equal to 38 by 2, we have to solve first, right? So 19 multiplied by 34 plus 700. This is what? 34 plus 700 will be 734, and if I multiply these two big numbers, you have to multiply them, the answer will be 13,946. So this is the sum of those 38 terms, and first answer was here, n is equal to 38, and last answer is this. This is how such questions are solved. Okay, so very important formula also, and very important question also. Hope you understand the method, and do practice more and more sums based upon these exercises and these formulae. So all the 3 capsules of arithmetic progression now I have brought for you. Hope you understand also, and hope you like my videos also, and please do subscribe to my channel, so that I am coming up with more and more videos on class 10 topics as well as of class 9 topics, right? So do subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you very much for watching.